Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Sorry, I didn't schedule this live stream or put it anywhere. Not put it anywhere, but I didn't put it up in the community post. Usually, I do put it on the community post. I didn't this week, so my bad for that. But I knew roughly it was going to be around this time. So yeah, we'll give it a few minutes because I'm a bit early. So there's a bit to discuss tonight. A bit, not overly too much. There's a lot more stuff I could talk about, but not overly too much to be honest. Hello, Brian. Good evening. How are we doing? Hope everything's going well on this bike holiday weekend. Um, yeah, so a few things to discuss. I think the music's okay too. Oh, just put this up. That's it. I don't think I just have a pen with me in case I need it. So I haven't heard any word back from them people that were asking questions. What have you got out on the pod? I haven't heard any word from them, so I don't know what's the story there. I should probably look and see do they respond to me maybe. How are we doing? Hope everybody's well. I know my apologies for not scheduling it or putting it anywhere that we're going to go live. It was just kind of last minute decision what time I was going to go. See, I couldn't. I was busy for a good while today, and then I didn't know what time would really be available to go live at. So I'm available now, pretty much. I'm trying to say, even though I would have wanted to start the 6th this evening, but sure, look at. We're here now, anyways. That's the thing. Where am I? Sorry. Hope we're all having a good Saturday. Hello, later. You changed your name. You put your name back to the original name. So you know the usual with the start of the live streams. We just kind of hang about for a few minutes, and then we get started. And that's what I. Been the low, yeah. Don't know the music. I think it's fine. Might just put it up a small bit more. Yeah, something like that would be fine. White heel. So any fun with anybody? Any crack? Any news, I suppose, before we get started, as they say here in Cavan. I'm clicking on everything but the white thing. So it's been very quiet the last few days. Not much going on in terms of anything. Nothing too much. Nothing too major. That's what I. Imagine today is St. Bridget's Day, the 4th of February. Think about that for a second. That we're already in the second month of the year. Think about that. So 31 days have already gone by us in 2025. Think about that. Just sit down and think about that for a second. That we're already in February. It's crazy to think. I had to look twice this morning to see was it the 4th of February, and it was. But it's shocking to see that it's already the 4th of February. That's the only thing I say. But it did say Bridget's Day, of course, too. As Dublin City Council would call it. We get to Dublin City Council now in a second and what our new version of St. Bridget's Day, excuse me, is. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? All is well, thankfully. I hope all is well with you on this bank holiday weekend. So yeah, we probably should get to that maybe first. This kind of carry on. Or maybe we just mentioned, but I mentioned it now when I'm here. I probably should make a video on it because Dublin City Council are doing this kind of thing. So you've probably seen this. I don't know if people have seen it. So pretty much it's the 3rd of February. It's from Friday the 31st to what's this? Like, what is this? Celebration of women. Uh, like, what? This should be St. Brecken's Day, St. Bridget's Day, sorry, St. Brecken's Day. Why do you keep saying St. Brecken's? Like, as this is into, you can see, like, you can see the not many people are too fond of this Dublin City Council. You can kind of tell with the lights, and then when you look at the treat underneath it, it's fair to say they got ratioed. But yeah, obviously, it's the majority of county councils, including the government, etc., hate anything to do with Christianity. They hate everything, but it's okay for every other religion. They don't belittle. They celebrate all the other religions for every other kind of religion under the sun, and they use the pronouns, of course, too when it's suitable. But St. Bridget's Day, is a bridge too far. Let's put that way. The same with St. Patrick's Day. They hate saying anything to do with Christians and stuff. The same with they call it the winter lights in Dublin instead of the Christmas lights. They call it winter lights. So whoever's in Dublin City Council is very woke. Let's put it that way. Whoever's sitting in Dublin City Council on this Twitter account is hates Christians pretty much. Let's put it that way. There's no other way to put it. It's just belittling Christians pretty much. They won't do it to any other religion. That's what I'm trying to say. It'd be different if they turned around now and done it to every other religion under the sun. But they won't do that because unfortunately, unfortunate consequences will probably come if that happened to any other religion, as we've seen in France a few years ago. You can't question some other religions, but you can question Christianity, of course, because why not? But again, this is Dublin City Council. This is paid by your taxpayers, just to say. So this is great. So everybody loves this. Just look at the comments and look at the likes, and then when you see the top comment, it goes on and on and on. But Dublin City Council, it's something very, very wrong. Whoever's organising these things in Dublin City Council, and they probably should be looked at. Because I was going to say I'm thinking about St. Brecken's and Berthold, but I don't know why St. Bridget's, St. Brecken's. I don't know why. Is it a slip of the tongue? See, for too long, I was on about that time when they were trying to close St. Brecken's and Bombay and make a big school in Ballyconnor. So I'm probably getting mixed up with that because that went on for a long time. Only for it's resolved now, but I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that. I can't say I have seen that one in Clondalkin. But I wouldn't be surprised to do it with the main one in Dublin too. But I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Dublin City Council. I don't know what kind of who's doing that, but because either do it or don't. You either have it, organize it, or do it, or don't bother. If you're going to half-hours it, pretty much in my opinion. But again, they won't do it for any other thing. Let's put that. Any other religion, there's no such thing as that. Because if you mean to tell me it was to do with any other religion, you mean to tell me the Irish mainstream media wouldn't literally have a fit. Like they would actually go mad. As an article. Let me see. I just checked it. I might not. I don't know much about it, but I was just looking at that earlier on. Not what you're talking about, but the other thing. I see if I can see it. I probably might not see it. Let me see. I might come across it at some stage. I'm just looking now briefly here. No, I don't see it now. I'm looking here. I'd probably come across it. Wait, no, that's not it. I was going to say I found it. No, that's something else. Yeah, I come across it. Probably be somewhere on Twitter or some point. I see it. If that makes any sense. I haven't heard about it now, but again, I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't seen it because it'd be on Twitter. I'm sure somebody would retweet it though. There'd be a big uproar. Rightly so, but eventually there'd be some. It'd be on Twitter somewhere. Hmm? No, just looking. So give me a second. I'm just looking on Twitter because I might come across it just when it before I go. Um, Now I've come across the eventually. Just looking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they didn't change the name yet. That's what I'm saying. Not yet. But we're going by these people in Dublin City Council. That's on the top list of priorities. Wait, I suppose we get started. My throat's gone now. So there's breaking news. Uh, no, that's not it. Where am I? Sorry, here we are. So Sarah Wiley, the local councillor, well, she's not a councillor now. I keep calling her councillor now, but I have to call her Senator Sarah Wiley. So Sarah Wiley got elected to Shannon there, and obviously a local councillor here, not in my area of County Cavan, but the other Mr. Brutality. That's the way wording. So I'm very happy that Sarah Wiley. She's done very well. She got a lot of votes. She did very, very well. She ran away with it. Hazel Chew didn't do well. We're talking about Hazel Chew in a second, but Sarah Wiley's basically aced it, pretty much what I'm trying to say. So I'm delighted that Sarah got in. I'm very happy. It's unfortunate that she has to probably leave her council seat now. So there's going to be a by-election probably in Cavan at some point. I don't think it can be. I don't think you can be a councillor and a senator at the same time. I don't think so. I'm not too sure, but I don't think you can. Like you can't be a senator and a councillor at the same time. So I'd say there'd be a by-election. I don't know yet. I see what happens there. The by-election. So that'd be a while away. It's not going to happen anytime soon. It's going to be next year, probably by the time they organise it and stuff. So there have to be. I say there would have to be by-election because it couldn't be a senator or Shannon there when it'd be a councillor. But anyway, we see what happens. It's a long time since a senator was elected here. A new senator and stuff like that on the council. So I'm very delighted that Sarah Wiley got in as a senator. So there you go. We get to that now in a second. Just to say too, another well, not she used to be TD. She got lost her seat in the Dáil. Pauline Tully, Senator TD Pauline Tully, yeah, former TD Pauline Tully, may I say. She's getting a seat in the Shannon for Sinn Féin. So it's funny because she lost the seat and now she's in the Shannon. It's funny how that works, to be totally honest. So we see what happens. We see what happens there. But I don't know. We should see. So at least Cavan has two Shannon seats, let's put that way, in the Shannon. Now this is to do with the what's this now? Yeah, so this is to do with the Shannon election. So a good few Fine Gael has lost their seats because I don't know why, but the time was up. They lost. So Hazel Chew did terribly. I think it was this article, sorry. Yeah, Hazel Chew did absolutely atrocious. She was denying the election results too. She wanted the week out. And also another prominent Fianna Fáil lost their seat too in the Shannon, which I'm surprised about. But they probably will appoint her to the Shannon that he should go appoint them. So yeah, Malcolm Newland. So there's basically another fellow in with Rodrigo Gum, but he's in the Shannon. So Rodrigo Gum has a friend. So Mr. Noonan, former TD too, I think. But yeah, Hazel Chew lost out, not by much to be totally honest too, but she was leading in the first count, and then it kind of, it kind of went against them. Also, Roland Mullen got in, and Alice Mary Higgins, excuse me. So yeah, so a bit of drama in the Shannon. So yeah, I don't think there was anything else to mention then. Hello, David. How are you doing? But no, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. Now, but you get him saying he does have a friend. In fairness, you're right in that he does have a friend in Peter Thatcher. Also, yeah, just to say, Sarah Wiley's seat too was the fourth seat for Aontú in the Shannon. So there you go. So the Aontú now has three candidates in the Shannon and the in the Oireachtas, in the houses of the Oireachtas. Two TDs and one senator at the moment. So there you go. Hello, Fiona. How are you doing? Um, so there we go. But yeah, should look at dying. So this is just literally a few hours ago. Still, as we speak, 60,000 people in this country still don't have power, and we're about a week on, a week in the day, I suppose, on. And it is shocking too because there's so many houses except like, without power. It's insane to take. It is really, really insane to take that it's still there's houses at the moment in the dark. There's people in the dark because there's no power. That it takes a week to do this. I know it's difficult in some areas. Nobody can deny that, but it's insane to take. It really, really is. Especially I feel for elderly people, etc. So with no heating, etc., etc. But thankfully they have fires. Some elderly people have fires, etc., etc. So, as this article says, the Automatic Storm, Aaron, they were lying, Eamon Ryan, like only for people with the tough fires, etc. Oh, it's a paid article. Excuse me, Irish Independent. I wanted to talk shit about Eamon Ryan. But yeah, no. Basically, this is talking about pensioners and stuff using their tough. So they're putting on the tough fire. So Eamon Ryan's going to be very upset because tough. He wants people to go to prison for burning tough. But sure, what can you do when you have no power? Are you supposed to burn? There's no other way to heat your house. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They never went without power, but you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to point out the obvious. Yeah, no bother, no bother. No bother, So yeah, we all heard about this lovely wall that cost them 500,000, half a million euro. You're probably thinking it's the building. No, it's this wall. So pretty much, you can see this woman here, just for example. So pretty much on top, like size of a person, an average person. That's what it is. So pretty much you can climb across the wall. There's nothing really nothing too elaborate about it. So yeah, it's a bit of a wall. Goes a bit more down and a bit more that way. But yeah, 500,000, please. Lovely. I guess who had to pay for you and me? Isn't it great? And just to say, this could, look, as many people pointing out, there's literally houses in Donegal at the moment crumbling, and the government won't give them any money or won't help them out. But there's money for this. There's money for that. Because again, you can build a house in India with 500,000 euro. But there you go. Simply do. Just again, we got what we voted for, not what I voted for. Or you voted for the majority of people. But the majority of people who did vote for Fine Gael got what they voted for. Just fucking your money down the drain, pretty much, what I'm trying to say. Because that's all it is, fucking your money down the drain. But just going back to the storm, I feel sorry for this woman here. She's a local woman in Cavan here. I do feel sorry for her because, again, there's many people like her too that have tried to ring ESB to find out when the power and water is going to be, like the power in this case, the ESB, and they keep getting answer machines. They're not getting a person. They're not talking to a human being. They're talking to a robot. And particularly, again, this woman went through a lot. Uh, she's went through a very lot of stuff. It's not fair. I don't know where the ESB is. I don't think they've replied to her, but they probably should reply. But as you can see, like it's just and many people like her too have said the same. Like it's just electric music, pretty much. There's no answers, you know. But it's not good enough. And again, this is in modern Ireland, the first world country in County Cavan, unfortunately. That again, 8 days. So this was just yesterday. So it's 9 days. Hopefully she got her power back. I don't know. Haven't found that out yet, but hopefully she did, or at least got her water back, even if she got something back, But I don't think she has got any back. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. But we do feel that there's many people like, unfortunately, and they shouldn't be in this situation. Simple as that, they shouldn't be in this. And it's only now the government are coming out and saying that the government will cover the expense of your hotel stay. You can stay in your hotel until your power comes back on at your house at the government's expense, basically the taxpayers' expense, which should have been the case from day one. But no, they didn't do that. They're waiting to now. They waited to after a week to do it, the government, because all the Ukrainians and stuff are in the hotels and stuff, and they can't do that. They come first before only Irish people, etc., etc. But no, it's a pity. It's a pity that people have to suffer like this. And I do feel. I hope the power did come back on. I figured this out later on. I find out did get the power back on, but I hope so. Because again, as I say, there's many people saying the same with DSB. They're winging up DSB and they're getting answer machines. Yeah, so it's not good enough. Um, it's the same with everything nowadays. You wing up any local authority and that you can't get through to them, because it's all answer machines and messages and stuff. Hello, Kieran. How we doing? Hello, Moon Hunters. How we doing? Um, so yeah, as I said, the disgraces go on. In terms of this, like again, this woman shouldn't have to go through hell. Like this woman's going through hell at the moment, trying to get a place for a special needs child that's autism. And again, she has to nearly probably do this to be told honest to get noticed and into that. Like it's pretty tragic. Um, like just reading through it, it's pretty tragic. I went through it before I went live there. It's pretty tragic. It's desperate. It's very desperate. Um, for a young child with autism that he just turned away. That to put it in the nicest possible way, he was just turned away. Like the Department of Education don't want anything to do with him. They don't care. And again, this is an Irish person, an Irish child. If that was anybody else, believe me, if that was a Ukrainian, good God, there'd be uproar. They'd be outside Leinster House banging on Leinster House's doors. But again, as an Irish child, they don't care. Simple as that. That's just to put it straight. That's what I see it as. Because the Department of Education, can't fund a new school, can't fund it, and even though they're spending money on a wall. That's what I find the most infuriating when I hear this. They can't fund it. They can't fund it because there's no money apparently. But there's money for a wall. There's money for a bicycle shed. There's money for this. There's money for that. There's this and that and the other. There's money for the TDs. There's money for senators. There's money for this. There's money for that. But there's no money for a young child that has special needs and stuff like that. That's what really whizzes me up about the whole lot of it. Because this poor mother shouldn't have to go through hell to do it. And again, it's the fact that the general public don't hear about this. It's only the odd few that maybe hear about it. But it's a sad state of affairs. It really, really is a sad state of affairs that we can't even get him into a school. And the Department of Education come up with this excuse: "Oh, we can't afford it. We can't pay for it. We don't have the money." It's insane. But again, I'd love to say if it was a Ukrainian or somebody else, there'd be money found somewhere. Let's put it that way. And it's a disgrace. And again, the fact that she has to say, I have to chain myself to Dáil Éireann, the Wales of Dáil Éireann, to get listened to. And unfortunately, that's probably the only way people get listened to now. If you chain yourself to Dáil Éireann, that's the only way to do it. To be told, no, you're ignored at every turn. But it's a sad state of affairs. It really, really is. Because Helen McEntee now is the Minister of Education, and she's going to talk more shit about it. That's what I'm saying. It'd be different if there was somebody there in the Department of Education that was a person that would do something, would move heaven and earth to do something for this child. But Helen McEntee's not one of them. Like, you might as well talk to the wall, unfortunately. Because Helen McEntee doesn't give a shit. As simple as that. She doesn't give a shit. And it's a sad, and I really hope this young lad is cared for. I really hope he is. I really hope to find him somewhere. But it's a sad disgrace. It's a sad disgrace that we have to sit here and say this. It shouldn't be having to go up hills and mountains to get this place for this young lad. It's insane. It's beyond a joke. It's not fair. Simple as that. It's not fair on this poor woman to have to do that. It's not fair on all the children. It's not fair on the children too. They have to be left at home because again, if he can't get to school, he's going to lose out on education that this woman's paying her taxes for. And that's what infuriates me the most about the whole lot of it. That there's money for bicycle sheds, there's money for walls, there's money for this, but there's no money for that. So I'm very not happy with that. Sorry if I missed that because you can't go up the screen, so you're on the way. Yes, you're on the way over. Yeah. But yeah, just going to Finland for a second. My throat's gone. Uh, it's going well. Just to say, yeah. So basically, there's nearly over 300,000 people on job seekers. Unemployment among educated. These people with degrees. Just to say, some of these people have degrees in business, etc., etc. High degrees, like master's degrees. Um, and for the first time, really in modern Finnish history, this has happened. So not even to mention only people who don't have degrees, they're pretty fucked too. But people who have degrees are pretty fucked. And the reason why this happened is because literally companies have downsized. Companies that employ people have downsized because of the economic turmoil in Finland, etc., etc. So this is what happened. So 52,000 people who are highly educated people, um, don't have jobs. So it's insane to think. And then the only person who doesn't have a degree is being fucked over too. So everybody's been fucked in every way in Finland. So I don't get it. But yeah, that's that. So the Minister of Citrus is doing a great work in Finland. And speaking of great work, so all the unions are up in arms, and there's going to be a big, huge public sector strike, um, because already there's many strikes in Finland at the moment. So retail, transport, food, ski resorts, grocery shops, etc., they're all going on strike, um, because of the true Finns and the mess they've made of everything. Pretty much because again, a lot of these businesses can't function really, especially grocery shops and small local businesses. They can't function. They simply can't. Same with ski resorts, uh, because the government are taking too much money away from them and giving them nothing in return, pretty much. And the same with not so much transport, but transport workers had their salaries cut and stuff like that. Um, so everybody's not happy, pretty much. So yeah, it's going well. Hello, Davey. How are we doing? Um, Skeptical. Oh well, I think it shouldn't go off again. Don't say that to him and I now. That you love a chimney. Don't be saying that. You have a fit. Um, I think that's really it. Like the majority of things. I didn't want to cover too much tonight. To be totally honest, I'm a bit tired. To be totally honest, so. Um, um, of course. Um, Looking for something to here. Just give me that. Why do I keep getting added to this group? Like on Twitter. Like it's some bot group that keeps adding me for some reason. Um, to try and find something. The usual carry on that happens in this. Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm just getting two more things here. Hello, Tony. Good evening. How are we doing? Oh, you do have power now, Davey. Is that what you're saying to me? I thought you already have it. Sorry, I misread it. I think that's what you were saying. Sorry. So just going back to the storm, I suppose, just for a second. Um, and just to say, the issue confirms hotel rooms provided for the most vulnerable hit by storm days. So elderly people on their own, who can't, who don't have a heating or don't have energy, they can go to the local hotel and the government will pay for their stay at the hotel or a local place that has electricity. Which should have been done again, as this person says, and it's widely so. It took them over a week to do this. Uh, and indeed, it took them over a week. And again, it's only because all the Ukrainians are in the hotels, etc., etc. And Irish people have to wait, pretty much. That's the only way, because the majority of these people who are affected by electricity power outs, etc., old Irish people who are in their 80s, 90s, who've worked all their life. Why did the government care about them? That's pretty much what the government is saying. The Ukrainians come first, etc., etc. It's insane to take. Um, and this is pretty much right. But again, it's sad that it took so long. As it was that. Like a week is a long time, especially when you have no power, no electricity. Well, no electricity, no power, same thing, but no water, no heating. You're pretty fucked. Because a lot of people rely on electric heating. There not many. Some people do have stoves and fireplaces, but again, you have to remember the price of coal, the price of briquettes, etc., etc. Uh, enormous. It's enormous, especially if you're only on an old age pension. It's a lot of money if you're going to get loads of bags of coal or briquettes, etc., etc. There's a lot of money for an old age pension on about maybe 250, something like that a week, maybe 300. It's a lot of money. Then you pay your bills on top of it. It's a lot of money, and it's not really fair. And it should have been done a long time ago. Again, it took them almost a week to do this. Um, uh, so yeah, this is from Finland at the moment. Um, so a young lad that's disabled, he's only 31. The true Finns, to their knowledge, have decided to cut everything again, forcing disabled people to move away from their homes. So these are true Finns really care for Finnish people, just to say. Um, like it's a sad state of affairs. So this poor young lad probably have to find a new place in Finland somewhere, because the true Finns don't care. Be totally honest. Um, it's a sad state of affairs. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, so it's about 674 euros a month. And obviously, then the True Finns came along and said, "Fuck that! You don't deserve anything." Pretty much, they're great people, the True Finns. And these are Finnish people, just to say. It's a sad state of affairs. Which, again, it's all the Western world. It's a joke. Movement mugs too. But hopefully there's something to solve. But I don't know. I would love to say something will be solved. We see after the local election in Finland, which is in April. But I wouldn't mind, again, they call themselves True Finns, the True Finns, weekly and them. We don't want anything to do with any people from other countries coming to Finland. Fair enough. But at the same time, the Finnish people are not doing too well. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person's a Finnish citizen. And they don't seem to care about him. I see none of them around. So, it's a sad state of affairs. It really is. That he's pretty much has to go looking for another place now because the True Finns just don't give a shit. So, hello, Senator. How are we doing? Good evening. I probably missed a good few things though. I was too busy yapping. Um, yeah, but it's a sad state of affairs across the whole Western democracies. Um, Let me see. Don't think there's anything else. There might be some other stuff here and there, but not too much. No. You're chatting among yourselves. Um, I think we'll probably start playing because we meant to play the game a long time ago. We're supposed to start a new game. Oh, I don't know about doing it tonight now. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think we will. No, I think we might leave it to tomorrow night. That might sound better. I was going to say we could play some tonight. We're not. What a point to make. I already have one. But yeah, we'll leave it to tomorrow night. How does that sound? Because we have to kind of get that game done and dusted because it's kind of just been sitting there enough. With all the stuff going on the last few weeks, there was not a hope of us getting to it. Like, you know, thank you for motivation. I don't think I'm motivating now. I'm not like there training you to do it. We'll see. But I just want to show you this picture. So this is from 3 hours ago. Probably spin. So this is the ESP power. As Davey says, he probably looked at this all the time, 100 times a day, probably. So you can see, you probably noticed one thing here. So they're all literally, as this person says, to Harold to Connacht. Like all of Connacht and majority of Mid-Ulster, Cavan, Monaghan, is fucked. The same as majority of the Midlands, Clare and stuff. Obviously, it's probably still bad down here. But yeah, look at Dublin. Nothing in Dublin, nothing really along here. There's a fault here, but majority the East Coast is fine. Like Dublin, majority of the majority, there's nothing wrong with Dublin. It just goes to show you, if it doesn't affect Dublin, the government don't give a shit. It's the same with the government ministers, etc., etc. All of them are from east of Ireland. Like east of Ireland, no, the east coast of Ireland, east of Ireland, the east of Ireland. So it's not very fair. But again, they don't care because it's only Paddy and Mary in the countryside. That's what they deem it far right if you live in the countryside too. Just to say, you can't live in the countryside. You should live in your 15-minute cities and your blocks, etc., etc. But yeah, no, it's a sad state of affairs because it's a mess. It speaks volumes when you see this. It speaks volumes, like where the real priorities are and where it speaks volumes. Hello, Ben. How are we doing? Any New Year's resolutions? Not really. I kind of said I would go out a bit more and like in the evenings on my own and just relax and like not do anything because for a long time I was doing stuff in the evenings and doing voluntary work, etc., etc. So just to relax, to go out for a walk now and again for relaxation. That's pretty much really it. There's nothing really. I said I don't smoke, I don't drink. So nothing to give up, basically, what I'm trying to say. Or nothing to, you know what I'm saying. So not really anything to give up. Or that was really what I took on to. There was nothing really else to do with that answer. Point of view, is it? Is that what's a POV? Point of view, I presume. I don't know. That's young people's talk. Like young people use abbreviations nowadays like that instead of the full sentence. Oh, it's the dating side, but it shows you what I know. See, now I'm just going by young people's talk. Oh, plenty of fish. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I've often heard the ads and on YouTube and stuff. What am I here? That's probably not going to happen, unfortunately, this year. I don't think so, Anna. I don't think that's going to happen now, Ivanoni. And no, not Ivanoni, so I'm mixing myself up. Moon Hunters, I don't think that's going to happen. What sound? What's wrong? Can you still hear me? You shouldn't be faking Quiet and Wolf, Tony. Yeah, I'm just going to chill out. I'm a bit too what they would you call them? Too what would you, I don't know, too drowsy, I suppose, to talk about too much more. I don't know about drowsy is the right word, but maybe next year, maybe. Yeah, more likely next year, not anything this year. I don't think. Don't take some. Not that I'm aware, not that I'd be aware of, but um, we're not exhausted, but I'm not feeling 100. But like, what would you say? Not totally glued on, I suppose. I can tell by the way I'm speaking and stuff that I'm not totally taken with everything. Golf or darts. Well, I used to play darts actually. Don't know about I don't know about golf now. Like the weather in this country is not suited for golf now. Whatever, but anywhere else. But no, I don't think about golf now. Whatever, but darts maybe. But no, but I think that's good enough. I'm happy doing that. Like I'm going out every once in a while for me walks and just kind of doing nothing for a few minutes. Yeah, he's a good dart player. I've seen oftentimes him playing. Just chilling out and relaxing. I think it's a good thing. Like just for a few minutes, just for 20 minutes, go out for a walk and just leave everything. Don't do anything pretty much. That's pretty much what my New Year's resolution was. Not every day, but I didn't go out today. But it was yesterday. Went out too. You get me there. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's just kind of 20 to 30 minutes. Just you sit down. Well, not sit down, but you walk around and you just relax a bit instead of doing things all the time. Looking at your phone, doing this, doing that. Yeah. Oh, it might be a good crack, yeah, but I couldn't foresee me doing it every week. Because there'd be some days it would go and it'd be like fucking Amazon because it's just that damp and wet. Whatever but doubts you could do it inside and stuff like compared to golf, because the majority of days in this country is just miserable. It's only really during the summer you could go out and maybe do a bit of golf. But in the winter time like that, now you'd be dead, like because you'd be frozen to the golf court club. You know, even though there's two golf courses, one just at the road, there's one in Beltoba. That's not too far away. Yeah, that's what I would call it, self-development. Yeah, well, it's not every day, but as I say, I done it yesterday. I didn't do it today. I had a few things I had to do this evening, and that's what distracted me. When the evenings get better, it'd be a lot better. Because again, it's the dark evenings. You look well going down some back country roads now. Even though I do it now, oftentimes, you go out at night and stuff like that, but you have your reflector on, etc., etc. It's still dangerous enough, even with your reflector, because there's people just driving the roads at 100 miles an hour. Learning languages, etc., etc. I don't know, maybe for other people, but not for me, really. Like learning language is atrocious, especially with dyslexia. It's the hard nuisance. It is really hard nuisance. I would love to pick up languages and stuff like that, but you look at. Hello, Latinga. How are we doing? It's not too bad. How are you doing? Hope all's going well with you. At airsoft, I don't know about airsoft. You would need a lot of time too to get to do airsoft, because there's not really. I don't think there's any around Cavan. It's up to me, is it not? Or something. I can't remember. Yeah, a lot of people just go around just for the dick around on the golf course. But usually golf is kind of like for the laddie down the high society. Like when I was at that conference in Dublin, I remember some of them actually just speaking about golf. There was one big like noise of a fellow. He must be a banker or something like that. Like he was all well dressed, like he had a suit on and stuff. Like he was well dressed. Like you can see that he's well dressed and he has a lot of money. You can tell by looking at him. But he was talking to people. Oh, I captured the golf course. That's what he was saying to them. Because with some people that he was shaking hands with people. And I was like, oh, I captured the golf society. That was what it is, the golf society. So, that's usually for the lodgy job people. The people who have loads of money. Turn off the light. But that's usually what it is for the lodgy job people golf, pretty much. That's where you see the golf the Oculus Golf Society. Do you remember that they all went off to play golf during COVID? They all went off for a jolly pretty much during COVID. Um, mhm. The fuck, posh. You're very loudly down, not posh. Um, you know, but no, but that's what it's associated with. If you ask anybody, and only Irish Joe would usually say that. No, just going by what I heard to the conference that time. Like he's a very well off people. You know, usually the well off people, Dennis O'Brien and stuff like that goes golfing and stuff. A lot of the Irish senators and stuff go golfing too. That's why there's a walk this golf society. That's usually what it is. You know, usually the only cavan person that go golfing. Um, do I know anybody that goes golfing? There's a few people around me, a few people who live around me, but they were tired people, like people that were long retired. Um, they go golfing. Peasant, yeah, but that's the politicians and stuff, what they do. I don't know, but I never really looked at the memberships and stuff like that. But I presume they are due enough, like especially for probably if you need golf clubs, like even just buying the set golf clubs and stuff like that. I presume it's dear enough, and golf shoes and all that. I presume. I don't know. Again, I never looked at how much a golf. I know that they have them out here in Cavan at golf courses. I don't know how much they are roughly, but I'd say they're a good bit. Like, there must be a few thousand a year, I know. But again, you want to be playing every week or so. Like compared to me, I wouldn't probably get golfing because it'd be different if it was just down there. Like say it was 2 minutes down the road, I could go down 2 minutes down the road. Yes, I go down 2 minutes, but it's the fact of the matter I have to go about maybe 20 minutes to get to the golf course, and after that you'd be like and especially even the time when you're coming home from work. Like on the weekends, yeah, it'd be fine enough to do it on the weekends, but during work days, it wouldn't be. At least with a walk, like as I say, totally the 20 minutes, you have time. You have a bit of energy to do that. You have a bit of time compared to going 20 minutes just to get there and then getting your golf stuff. And you need time. You need a lot of time too. That's why a lot of retirees do it too, and a lot of wear off people because they don't do much. Controversial. Hello, good evening, Sean. Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon. Give me fidget spinner. I know it's out of touch. I couldn't tell you. I don't know about the motorcycle license. Don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. I presume you need a driver's license. Like you would need just the driver's license. I presume car license. I don't know. Does anybody know? Sean might know, but I don't know. It's not something that I'll be looking at all the time. A driver's license for motorcycles. I don't know. I presume you would need a car license too. Is it? I don't know. See, that's what I know. But I don't know. Maybe in England, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. No, to be totally honest, I wouldn't know many people have motorbikes. I only know about 4 people supposed to have motorbikes. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, Kieran would probably be the one to know. Be licensed. But what license is supposed to? Is it just an only driver's license? See, I wouldn't know. I could ask them people, but they probably would. They probably don't even have a license. What's that? Just give me a second, see what that was. Yeah, that's fine. Going good. Very good to hear, Sean. Very good to hear. Always good to hear. Yeah, motorbike, more than cars can be dangerous. I'm sure you know yourself. There's nothing in between. At least in the car, you have doors and you have metal in front of you. There's nothing stopping you from motorbikes. Yeah, it's a whole dangerous. I often hear many people get killed on motorbike. I'm sorry to hear that in England, but it's a dangerous thing. A motorbike. It's not as more safe on a car than a motorbike. Yeah, but not even that. It's just you only have two wheels, and if the road's anyway slippy too, you're coming off it too. Compared to if you're in a car, you have a bit of grip. On a motorbike, you don't have grip because there's nothing really to stop you from falling. You know. You're saying hi to me. Oh, you're saying hi to somebody else, Brian. Sorry, apologies. It's a separate license, different test, is it? See, I don't know. To tell you, but I presume you know probably a bit more than that. I never really had a notion to look it up. I know a few things about car driving tests and stuff. I never did it, but I know about it because some people asked me before. What am I looking for here? Everybody is delighted. Um, there's a big drinking session tonight. I don't know where, but it must be in the doorbell. Yeah, there's a big drinking session at the moment in the doorbell. We should all go up to Doleon. Yeah, as you see, Sarah Wiley, and if you don't know, Sarah Wiley got elected to the Shannon. She's one of the local council. Well, was one of the local councils. Now she's a senator. So instead of councillor Sarah Wiley, is now Senator Sarah Wiley. So there you go. There's a big drinking session going on. Paddo's getting the drinks and stuff. So there you go. So everybody's delighted. I know I'm delighted for Sarah too. It's a pity that she has to leave now at the council. I'm upset about that bit. Yeah, we haven't, but still, she'd be a senator too, so she have a better voice, I suppose, too, in the Shannon than in the local authority. But she'd be missed now in the local authority. I miss her now in the local authority too, but many other people in Cavan miss her too. But I'm sure she still will look after us, and in terms of our inquiries and stuff. But yeah, so there's big drinking session going on. I think so. I think it was in the dub. I don't know. With Michael Lowry, I don't know that. I don't think they would get on with Michael Lowry too well. But there's going to be another big. The Dáil is back Wednesday. There's going to be another big wow because they haven't got that sorted yet with Michael Lowry. Imagine Michael Lowry and them, the rural independents, they're a part of the government, right, Sean? You know yourself. They're a part of the government and they can ask the government questions. So they're asking the government questions during the leaders' questions. So they're asking themselves questions, which is stupid. It's getting more stupid by the day. Like, it's just all. Two fidget spinners, yeah. Oh, you wouldn't have dropped out. Why were you in with Michael Lowry? You're getting all the money, Sean. Say, Santa, yeah, we'll see about that. Healyways on the bandy, yeah. Well, I don't know. He's probably down in Kerry. They're probably down in Kerry promising to build, I don't know, everything. But it'd be more an into thing. I don't think the one person I think Sarah Wiley's not that fond of probably would be Helen McAtee or Norma Foley, so I don't think they'd be near her. We shall see. But definitely, though, I have to say she's one of the best in the county as councillors and stuff like that. Not former councillors and stuff. So she's the best person to get there as a senator. So I have no disagreements with that. Fire brigade. I don't know what's happening. No, it's a fire brigade. It must be an accident or something like that. We find out soon. It'll come up soon here in the community WhatsApp or something. If it's up, and it's not here and it's somewhere else. No, it's somewhere down the mountain that you're going to. Dr. Harold, me, yes. School tour of Shandon. Oh, you got it. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Imagine this. Like people keep bringing it up. People still keep bringing it up. That was in the Finnish Parliament before I was in the Irish Parliament. I've been invited many times. I've been invited by all my local. I was invited by Head of Humphreys 3 or 4 times. I was invited many times by my TDs, by senators. I was invited a huge amount of times to visit Dáil and Shannon, and I never went to them. So I don't know. I don't think that'll ever change, unfortunately. I don't like. I don't think it would be welcome there. Let's put it that way. I think I'd probably be sent home. To be totally honest. Because I wouldn't get in into the diplomatic, because where I went into the Finnish Parliament, I didn't go in the army public section. You went into the VIP one. So I don't think that's going to happen up in Leinster House. I won't get in at all. That'll be the thing. Say this fellow is very far right. Yeah, it's still good. There's not really much difference in England. Like if you look on if you have a second now in a few minutes, look up Finland's police siren, because the police siren in Finland's supposed to be like, I heard it myself when I was there. Like it's a weird noise. The police siren particularly. So have a look at that. The emergency lights of the Finnish, even the ambulance and stuff like that, is weird enough sirens. It's funny pitch, I suppose. Have a look at it later on if you have a chat. Because there's a difference between the three of them, from the fire and the there's different, but the police one is pretty atrocious. But no, and they'll go out. I don't know who designed it, but yeah, I don't know where Greta Thunberg is. I haven't heard about her in the last few months. I presume she's off in the Amazon. 2, nobody bought us. Nobody ever bought us in the school tour. That's because I probably was there and I said, fuck this fella. Because I don't know why we never brought up to the door. Yeah, I've seen that. And like the French siren is weird too, but look up the Finnish one if you get a chance later on. Drinking tea, no. She doesn't drink tea, I don't think. She drinks coffee. She takes 9 cups of coffee or something like that a day. Yeah, she takes something like coffee. She's a big coffee drinker. I don't think she takes tea. I don't think so. Yeah, but they wouldn't take me. They wouldn't, so I don't know why we were different. We never went up to Dáil. I'd probably go someday. I probably won't get in. There's like, this fellow's very far right. We can't have this fellow. Where to look? Excuse me. Yeah, when I was in junior infants, we got a tour of the Gouda station in the town there. Or junior, it was senior infants. Maybe it was senior. Tell a lie. It was senior infants. We went into the Guards barracks in the town, and that's I went in before. Then we went in that time, and then it was in before one stage. It was a public tour kind of thing. That's a long time ago. It's probably, God, that's a long time ago. I couldn't tell you when. It's a long time ago. I can't even remember half of it, but I remember going in and looking around. For its hours, what? Yeah, like the Finnish one is pretty true, but you don't hear sirens too much. Like all the time I was in Finland, I only heard sirens twice. Like in Dublin, you hear them all the time, like in the background. Like when I was walking up and down from the convention centre and things like that, outside from when the conference was on, like you can hear sirens in the distance all the time. Like Dublin's just full up of sirens. Like that's the only thing you hear in the distance. You hear nothing else but sirens. Like in Helsinki, there was only about 2 sirens, and all the time I was there, there was nothing happening pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, they probably said, well, they probably got fed up with doing that. They probably done it back in your time, John. But they're probably like nowadays, young people will listen to our gob shit. So that's why, because none of my school, when I was there, none of my classes in foot me or anything like that. They never went it all. So, yeah, that's what I'm presuming. I don't think so. I don't think they did. But, yeah. But I will have to go someday. But imagine I was in the, people keep bringing it up. Like it was in the Finnish parliament before it was in the Irish parliament. So, there you go. Yeah, well, that makes sense now. I understand what you're saying. But no, the see, none of them would be cute for me because I'd be cute with them. What I mean to say about that is I eat half of them out of it. If I went up now, I would tear into some of them. It would not literally tear into them, but literally give them a queer eating. Especially Helen McAtee, number 40. If I came across them, God help them. Because I would absolutely just tear them off something fierce. Because I simply couldn't sit there and listen to Gombe shit. Uh, so I wouldn't get too far. So I see one of them and get tick with them and give them a queer telling off. You got caught last November for jury duty. Yeah, yeah. Like eventually, sometimes people get caught for jury duty. It's not a big not many people. Not what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Um, an exception. Yeah, like not many people do it. There's not really much need for it, I suppose, to do it. Like it's very rarely people get caught for it. It's very rarely. There's people I know who are in their 60s, and I don't think they ever did it. So I don't think it's just kind of random. But there's not really any because I remember somebody didn't do it. Like they didn't want, wasn't going to do it, and they didn't want to do it, and they were going to bring them to court and stuff, and they didn't bother. I don't think. Like it's technically a criminal offence. You're supposed to really do it. Well, not a criminal offence, but you can be fined for it. I think. But sure, look, I don't think they enforce it half the time. Half the laws in this country are not enforced. So, uh, it's a long time since I heard something like that, like somebody doing that. But it's not a common thing that you get, Julie. Bum bum bum. Let me do one thing here. Trips to the door. Yes, but I don't think they wanted to me up. That's probably the reason why. But we did go to Camelum jail, and we went to a few other places. We went to different other stuff, like other stuff too, many other stuff. It's hard to remember. We went to Croke Park once, I didn't know tour Croke Park and other stuff. Please, just check something. Sorry, there'll be no music for 2 seconds. Oh, it was 2 weeks. Like I just thought it was a day and stuff like that. Yeah, I never looked at the figures or anything like that. I never bothered to really look at that. But how did that nobody does it? I say nobody does it. To be totally honest, I wouldn't really blame them if you don't have it. Um, so I'm just checking something here. 2 seconds. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, John. If it wouldn't really, I don't think they'd be that bothered with enforcing them things. Yeah, I think the huge amount good doesn't like me anyway. So, yeah. If I have them down that way, I will. Like I like going to them kind of things. Like I pretty much if I'm in the town I'm there, you can pretty much guarantee I go to it because as I said, I don't know. If, I probably put it up in the community post a while ago. I think it was a few months ago. I was in Enniskillen. We had to go to a thing in Enniskillen in County Fermanagh, and I went to the castle. I didn't go to the. Never went to the Enniskillen castle. And I went to it when I had a few minutes. It was to do with the council and stuff like that. So pretty much if I'm ever in a town and there's a historical museum or something right beside me, I'm going to go to it. That's what I'm saying. Like I never went to Enniskillen Castle, but I went that day. It was good. It was only €7 to get in or something like that. So you can guarantee if ever nearby, I will go to it. Nobody wants it. Yeah, pretty much nobody wants it. It's just more of a hint than denying. Nobody really. It's not really. I don't think it's relevant to really do it. You kind of do get nothing for it. It's kind of just doing your civic duty, but at the end of the day, it's not really anything. Yeah, but you don't get compensation. That's what I'm saying. The majority of people wouldn't bother. Like, why would you bother? For the Irish court system and stuff, and that nobody would care. And then again, the judge would just let them off with it. Whatever it is, they let you out. They let them off with it. That's what happens. Yeah, of course it would. Yeah, of course it was just the fact that I say a few things that YouTube doesn't agree with. Like it goes without saying, you know. But I don't mind. I'm happy enough where I am. I'm not going to cry about that. But because sometimes it works the YouTube algorithm, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. It's just some things I've said probably that upset YouTube's feelings, or somebody upset someone's feelings and stuff. Um, but well, we see. Yeah, I don't think the majority. Like I never heard of anybody in my workplace or anything like that doing anything like that. Like none of them would do it anyway. I know for a fact a lot of them. They wouldn't do it unless they were getting paid to do it. They wouldn't go anywhere unless they were getting paid for it. So, um, which I wouldn't blame them to be honest. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be compensated for that time. That judge and the stuff is going to be compensated. The barristers and solicitors now they're getting paid to do it. You know. Yeah, it's own respects. That's what I'm saying. It's a civic duty. But at the end of the day, what does that matter when you have a mortgage to pay and stuff like that, or you have an education to get? What does that matter? Yeah, except you. That's exactly my point. You just literally heard it 2 seconds ago. That the judge is getting paid, the barristers are getting paid, the solicitors getting paid, the guards or whoever's there, the court people, whatever, are getting paid, and you're not getting paid. So it'd be different if they were giving you something for it. But it's not really worth it. I thought it was only for a day or two. I didn't think it was a week. Maybe in some cases it's only for a day or two. But I wouldn't bother. I let them find me if they want me to. If they came asking for me to do jury duty. But not only that, it's not the fact that I wouldn't want to do my civic duty. It's just wouldn't want to do it. I don't think it'd be right for me to judge somebody. But it's supposed to be a jury of your own peers. But um, I think it's better for the judge and stuff to decide people's guilt instead of me. Um, instead of only members of the jury too. I think it's just better for the judges and stuff to decide that. I do have a Finnish accent. What are you talking about? Like you would hear that. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they can do much to you if you don't do it. They'll probably just fine you and that'll be it. And like that, I know of one person that didn't do it, and they didn't bother to bring it up or do anything about it. So you know. But again, it's probably only once in your lifetime you get it. Oh, what day is tomorrow? Sunday. Yeah, you can, but I don't know it will be free. But sure, try and call anyway and see. If I pick up, I pick up. I suppose let's put it that way. But I should be fine. I don't think there's anything on. But yeah, so wing whenever time you wing, sure, probably will be around because it is Sunday now. Yeah, so I should be fine. Might not be able to talk for long, but you can. Yeah, at some point tomorrow, like at some point at that time. For not attending, the only reason. Oh, you got a 500 euro pint. No, you're saying in general. What do you want with that information? What are you asking me? But I'm not an AI. Yeah, I know about the catio stuff and stuff. Um, it's the god of Shin O'Connor. They're taking names for not doing the jury duty. You're being exposed. But you should look at that. I don't deem it as a big thing, the jury duty and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. I suppose if you want to do it, you can, and if you don't, you shouldn't. You should. It should be an option, pretty much. You shouldn't be forced. Really. Um, oh, somebody that's just here not talking. That's what usually people say. Oh, in general. Right, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I never came up to me yet, but I don't think it'd be that bothered to do it. To be honest. Depending anyway, depending on what you're on, and depending, I suppose, what it is first of all. Mhm. Yeah, I don't think hardly that's ever. I never heard of anybody being sent to prison though, but to look at. Yeah, it'd be about five. It would have been 5,000 now. Jesus, there'd be really 9 people this paper like made 5,000 euro. No, stick out my tongue. No, I'm not doing that. No. Um, you're all just chatting among yourselves about different things. I'm just looking up a few things out. See, I'm multitasking. Be fucked. Yeah. Well, not even that only too. It's more the financial thing, I suppose, too. Well, not really for me, the financial thing. Um, in my opinion, I think it's more up to the judge to decide it. I know the judges are no good, but just never. And I suppose, how can you really judge too? Um, yeah, yeah, that too. Well, it's not that for a lot of people. It's just I think the financial thing, having to leave their work or education and stuff like that. A lot of people are not bothered to do that, and especially because you don't get really anything for doing it. Uh, that's the thing. A lot of people wouldn't be bothered because again, a lot of these people who, if they get called up to do it, they're barely able to afford the rent, etc., because they're struggling to pay the bills. And why would they? Why would they bother? Doing a thing for the state, and the state doesn't look after them. I suppose that's the main thing about it too. Like why would they do a thing for the state when they don't look after them? Oh yeah, there's a massive window voice. Yeah, but for a lot of people, like just knowing people I know and stuff like that, and they never done. I don't think. But I'm just saying they more think about the money. The money talks to them more than anything else. Like the first thing they would ask if you ask them to do something, am I getting paid for it? Like you can think about 30 of them, 30 people I know. That straight away, if you ask them to do something, how much am I getting for it before I do it? You know, so that's just the thing. You know, but it's also the thing. Why would you do it for the state and the state, pretty much treats you like shit all your life, and then if you end up being attacked by somebody, etc., the state lets the person off with it. Like what's happening. Like even if you were a jury and there was a serious enough crime, armed robbery or something like that, the judge would let them off anyway. Let's put it that way. Even if the jury said they're guilty as can be, you know, the jury will let them off with it. Like you know that. Gordon, I don't know. I don't think he probably didn't get the notification. That's what I said. And sometimes the notifications go out, sometimes they don't. It's just really 50-50 with those. Try this. Oh, yeah, it's the same here. It's the same here. It might be more a bit biased in England compared to here, but I don't know. It's pretty much the same. Speaking about AI and stuff like that, what was it? Give me a moment. See. Mental health month. I think it still is. I'm not too sure. They might change the round every once in a while. Not too sure. It's kind of monthly basis you find out these things. I don't think it's this month, no. Not that I know now. See, it's hard to remember everything. I just checked that up because I actually need to know. So. Hmm? Oh, it's in May. Yeah, it's in May. It's in May. Sometime in May. But you were saying something earlier on about cat ears and stuff, Brian, were you? Um, Curiosity killed the cat. Don't you know? Yeah, he has a friend now in the Oireachtas Centre, Sean, so he's not in his own. He's Mr. Noonan with him because he got elected the Shannon one. So he has a friend in the Oireachtas. So poor Rodrigo would have to be on his own. Well, he'd be on his own in the Oireachtas. Yeah, of course I know about them. Of course, yeah. It's, like Santa Mountain is one of the most famous people for that kind of for cat ears and stuff like that. And I'm just showing you just for the shits and giggles. Because you never put on like cat ears and stuff like that. They all them I'm sure you know. But there is like one of the people that was with her in the coalition in the Left Alliance. She's an MEP for the Left Alliance now. This is a weird picture, just to say, of a leader of a political party in Finland. Like this is not Photoshop; it's actually a weird picture. Like it is actually 100% a weird picture. Because Leigh Anderson obviously uh, put this on a few times. No, because she's done it before. There's 2 or 3 pictures of her putting them on, like putting on cat ears. So there you go. But yeah, as you were just saying, yeah, like it's quite a thing as well. Scanner Mountain has more than the Western. I don't know what kind of looking yoke that is, but Santa Mountain's one of the most people that they do this to. The AI, the AI does this. Malcolm, I can do that, I say. But yeah, no, it's actually a weird picture of Leigh Anderson, Brian, just when you were there. But yeah, of course I know about them. I'm not that deaf or blind. Yeah, we barely got in because Hazel Chu didn't get in. You have to remember, Sean. She's in the Green Party too. But even though it was a close race now for Hazel Chu. So, but the reason is why were you looking at that, Brian? That's the question. You might have just outed yourself. You might be a Santa fan in the background. You can't have outed yourself. Why were you looking that up? Yeah, we had the question that now. Very questionable. But no, the other one was weird now. Like with Leigh Anderson, it is a weird picture. Like it isn't AI, it is a weird picture. Like Santa Mountain has never put on cat ears and stuff like that. To wind up, but yeah, like that's what you get too. You get a lot of other memes with Santa Mountain, but not too many. But the one with Leigh Anderson is weird. Like that's to say. So I think that's where it started. Because it kind of started around there because she was in the Minister for Education. And obviously Santa Mountain was the Prime Minister. And Leigh Anderson was in government. So I think that's where it started pretty much. Like, you might not think, but I think that's where it started. Yeah, well, thankfully not. But no, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's where it started. That's why I'm showing you that. Because I think that's where it started. Because that was 2 years ago. And this popped up around near the time she left office, around that time. That's when it started kind of popping up these pictures. If that makes any sense. Like, I know my law about this. Um, Aye. And T-shirt and hoodie. We see. It was no. Actually, you must be listening to our conversation. You must be working with the CIA. No, it was talked about. Yeah, that was talked about at one stage. Yeah, it was talked about. But the reason why, because there's too much fucking shorts and stuff, and I barely get time to wear the other shorts. So that's the thing. It was talked about. That was talked about putting on a short. Well, not so much a short. It was more of a jumper. But it's too warm. You see, I've other jumpers there, and it's just far too warm in this room to wear a jumper. Maybe we could look at it again, but it was talked about, yeah. So you must be listening to a conversation now, you know. But that's a while ago. That was must be last year when it was talked about doing that. Am I? Many book. Hi. What? um. uh, um. Now languages. What? Yeah, that'll feel terribly. Um. They're just saying this is funny. Um. So this is to do with some campaign. Obviously, the local elections are coming up in April in Finland. Obviously, I'm watching from the background. So this is some account. Remember when you fought for the Green Party, they hate nuclear power. The Greens have their own cow in the ditch at the wind turbines. No green would last 2 days in a forest. Helsinki for the electric cars. But in the green, no one ever votes Greens. And you're probably wondering what's wrong with this. Well, let me tell you. It's literally like I hate to break it to him, but he has the wrong post because this is the chairperson of the Left Alliance in Finland. It's not the Green Party. Like, this is not the Green League. What he thinks this is the Green League. You know, this is the Left Alliance chairperson. You know, so pretty much everything he said is pretty much I don't know. So pretty much he's talking to the wrong person. Pretty much. So it's pretty funny that he didn't notice that this person is the chairperson. Even I knew she's the chairperson of the Left Alliance. You know, and the logo literally on it, like literally when you look at it too, like the Left Alliance logo, that's it there. And the Left Alliance thing there, like I can tell by looking at it, that's the Left Alliance. And just speaking about Lai Anderson, this is the person that took over from Lai Anderson. Like try and pronounce that name too when you get chats. But yeah, it's very funny. Get a postcard. I probably have to get my haircut soon, yeah, but I won't get a postcard. It was just funny. Like he's literally giving up the wrong one. Ooh. I just found that funny. Because you probably should think about who you're talking to before you say the thing. Because literally, it is entirely the wrong party. Like, it's not even the party that he's given out about. So, it's crazy. The Left Alliance. What is this? Do stand up now. What is this side? What bullshit is this now? So I'm just reading this. Put which up, sorry. Hello, John. Hello, good evening. No, just waiting through this. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just fact checking this to make sure I'm right in what I'm saying. Like, it's not a fake article. So. Just want to be sure. Don't want to be putting out misinformation. Hello, Gaza. Sorry, hello. So I'm reading through stuff here. Just checking this stuff, but it seems to be legit. I'll show you the other thing in a second too. Give me a moment out. Meanwhile, so this seems to be legit. So yeah, the truth. This is coming from St. Petersburg now. The truth is, have really achieved something here. So even the Russians are calling this the co-Finnish government. You know, like the governor of St. Petersburg is literally calling. Like, you know, he wouldn't be wrong in saying it. You know, he's not wrong. You know, imagine they didn't even say this when Sanna Marin was prime minister. But the Finnish government, you know, even the Russians think they're gone a bit too far. You know, they're gone a bit too far on all the cuts and stuff like that. But no, what I was more or less talking about this, what was this? Is a True Finns councillor has come out with, pretty much absolutely causing other workers. Because usually anything the True Finns do causing other workers. But I just went through this, and this doesn't seem to be legit. That one of the True Finns local councillor has pretty much said, you got what you paid for. You got what you ordered, pretty much. So pretty much nobody sympathy for what the woman went through in terms of a stalking case, and obviously it's not going well, pretty much. So this has gone very well, because there's a huge uproar now over this. So this was just a few minutes ago too. So there's absolute uproar because again, these are the people, the True Finns. It's supposed to be looking after women, protecting women, etc., etc. And then the next line, because that's what the True Finns is, we're protecting women and stuff like that from people that come from Timbuktu and stuff like that. But like literally, this fellow came from Timbuktu. The person that did this is from Timbuktu, and this is what you get from the True Finns. It shows what they really, really care about. But yeah, there you go. Even the Russians are even saying it now. There you go. But anyway, that True Finns councillor, hopefully I don't come across him. Adrian's imagination, of course. But no, that's what I was reading. So I was just reading through that to make sure it's right, because I just seen it there pop up before when I was talking mid sentence at one stage. So there you go. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going later. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Sorry, I was too busy yapping. Younger for it was Australia Day the other day, Gaza too. I don't know what day it was. A few days ago. Anyway, see you later. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the West United. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend. No, I can't speak fluent Finnish. Finnish spy, yeah. But yeah. So there we go. Even the Kremlin is saying the same thing as I'm saying, that the True Finns are worse than anybody before. So there we go. I told you before, the True Finns, and even the Russians are saying it now. Like, let's be fair. Let's call a spade a spade. We probably need Santa back. That's to be true, because at least the Russians didn't really. Well, they were more afraid of Santa. They wouldn't dare say it if Santa was there. But it's only kind of stating the truth. January had the highest number of patients on trolleys. Ho ho. Oh ho. Yeah, the Prime Minister's will be resigned or something today. I heard that. Yeah. It looks like, But yeah, I don't know much about it. I only briefly heard about it. I haven't really looked into it. But it doesn't seem to be too bad. Like, there's not much uproar about it, etc. etc. Oh, you're coming home, Talon? I'm going to Sydney on Tuesday as well, too. Oh, from Ireland, another part in Australia. All right. I thought I was going to say you're coming home. Coming home. Football's coming home. Come over to Australia. No, I'm happy enough here. Thank you. Too far away. I'm not eager to have a beaten up by a kangaroo. Let's put it that way. Um, to Australia. I'm already in Ireland, but I know what you're saying. No, I'm happy enough. I'm not going to Australia. No, I'm happy enough. Thank you. I'm not going to go near Australia. I stuck it out this long. I've made my bed. I might as well sleep in it. That's what the O'Ahley said before the 1916 Rising, because they postponed it for the day before. They postponed it by 24 hours. And as the O'Ahley said during that time, I made my bed. I might as well sleep in it. That's what he said. So, 1982. I was born in 1984, just to say. I'm used to all this 1984 nonsense because I was born in 1984. Things were simpler back in 1984. George Oswald, warned us what was going to happen in the future. But we didn't listen. We didn't listen at all. What is this? Oh, he's in Galway. The border gets late from but no, I wouldn't go to Australia. Too far away, whatever. But anywhere else, you're further away from Sana. Yeah, that's true. Fun fact: Sana did actually go to Australia, and she went to New Zealand to see Jacinda Ardern. It was more a business trip, like a business thing for Finland and Australia and New Zealand. You probably often seen the clip of it. The last Jacinda Ardern and Sana Mound, the two women just meeting because they're roughly around the same age. Whereas Jacinda Ardern is far older than Sana Mound, but roughly. um, that's one of the interesting things I've ever heard of it being said. I never actually heard anybody ever saying about a safe behind the wall, behind the pitch on the wall. Funny. I should do that just for the shits and giggles. Get a safe put into it. That'd be funny. We both put you into facility. Yeah, that's long after that. It was a good while after that. But she went to that. She went to Australia. She spoke to the Prime Minister of Australia and stuff. But even she said it was a long flight from Helsinki and stuff like that. And that's even a bit closer than Ireland. But she said it was a long flight. And she even said it wouldn't be coming down here that often to go to Australia because it's that long. Sorry, I'm just looking things here. What is a woman? That is the question. Hold the name before I can't put a face to it. No, then hold the name. Um, yeah, hold the name before I can't try to put a face to it. Um, Is his cover job? Yes, of course. You found it. You know all about it. You know all the secrets. Like, imagine if I did have a safe behind the picture. Like, imagine if I just opened the safe now and it's €1 billion comes flying out of it. It'd be funny. But unfortunately, that's not the reality. It'd be funny if it was, but just me go up and just turn over the picture. No, not turn over, but open the wall behind the picture. Open the wall, open the hall. But no, yeah. Get your test done. Ooh. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, like the wildlife in Australia too be something to contend with, and so it's it'd be too hot. Like an Irish person in Australia, like I'd bone alive. Like cavan person in Australia, so I'm not an Irish person. Cavan person in Australia is going to bone alive. If you do. So it's gone down well, I see. It's like a black ops mission. Yeah, his info's blacked out. But there you go. So it's not going well for them, for that True Finns council. So it's really remarkable how they managed to do it. You know, it's remarkable how they managed to do it. Like the local election in Finland is just barely 2 months away, the middle of April, right? But 3 months. It's really remarkable that they have to come out with this now. Like they've already dug themselves a bigger hole. Like they've already dug themselves far more into the ground than they ever did before. But they really have done it this time. They really have done it again. Like they're really digging themselves more and more into the hole. Like they can never say nothing true Vince. Yeah, husband's in the big pharmaceutical role and stuff like that. Yeah, but you're looking none of it won't influence her role, will it? Of course, it will. Yeah, 20 degrees is freezing. Yeah, apparently with them. Yeah, but you're looking. We die. I die over them. Like we die when it's literally 15 degrees here. Like it's 10 degrees here. It's too hot. Not to mention, I'm here now. Like a lot of young people would have left. The majority of people who emigrate would have left by the time my age. You know what age? What the age I'm at. that makes sense? Like by 32, a lot of people would have left by now. Would have went to college and would have left. And big spiders indeed. So I should get past on going to Australia. It's just too far away. If it was down the road, I might go on holidays. But what the fuck? Yeah. And plus, too, the Australian government, like you'd be looking for literally what did you have for breakfast? You know, like that's what they'd be asking. What did you have for breakfast? Was it eggs, sausages, bacon? What was it? Uh, which is a kid? What's a kid? So he was in, but Australia, sorry. Yeah, you get big spiders, but obviously there's no poison spiders here. You get huge spiders. You get huge creepy qualities too, like bugs and stuff like that. You get them all the time. But you're just used to them. You're just like, oh, yeah, whatever. But at least in Australia, you would have to second lock them because, again, they could be fucking poisonous spiders and there'd be huge spiders with venom and stuff like that in them. Like over here, they're not poison because it's not, they wouldn't last in the environment over here. But you come across big, huge spiders, like huge. And you come across big insects and stuff like that. You just pass no remarks on it. Like it's an everyday occurrence. Well, not so much spiders and stuff. The majority of the time, you don't even notice it, to be totally honest. Like you just happen to notice it sometimes. Like the majority of the time, your brain doesn't even look at it because it's just irrelevant because you've just seen it so many times. So that makes any sense. But in Australia, you would have to pay attention to that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Like they would want to ask every question under the sun, you know, before you get a visa. Because I know people who went to Australia, and they asked for everything, like, literally everything. What's their name? What's their parents' name? Was their parents ever in trouble with the police? With with this and that? That's what I'm saying. So they go on forever. Like over here, we ask a person, "What's your name? Do you have a passport?" "Oh no, I don't have my passport. I flushed it down the toilet." That's okay. Come on in. That's what the Irish are totally do. You just ask you for your name, and then they're like, here's free money, here's a house, here's this." Over there, there's just kind of, they're not going to ask you any of them. They're just going to want to know who you are, and then you're on your own, pretty much. Yeah, and I could do with a milkshake. Um, I couldn't tell you that, but I don't know the specific names, but you'll come across big ones and stuff like that. But sure, look at it, Sean. I don't pass any marks on. Like it'd be different if I was sitting in an office all tucked up, delving into a big hot mug. You would notice a spider crawling along the walls. But when you're out doing what I'm doing, you pass no marks. And same with bugs and stuff. The only thing you pass from any remarks on when you come across a big rat, that's the only thing you ever pass much marks on. Because some of them are fucking huge. Like rats, some of them are big fucking huge, big yolks. These some of the rats. Like coming across big fucking rats. Like huge rats. Like whatever field mice, it's only small field mice. But it's the rats that I'm more worried about, the big huge rats. Like, because they are big. Some of them are monsters of rats. That's the biggest issue. nurses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not a nurse. Like I killed somebody if I was a nurse. Or tradesman. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. They're crying out for that, but you know. Yo, you were in Australia for a while, John. You probably told me this a while ago. I can't remember. See, it's hard to remember everything. Oh, and you had a big rat, yeah, but there's big rats here in Ireland too. Like and the majority of them are up in Dáil. See what I done there? Dáil, there's two-legged rats. The funniest thing I ever actually heard, and I said it over when I was in Finland too, that the funniest thing was that the Dáil in Dáil in Leinster House has the biggest number of rats, like four-legged rats. In the country. Basically, upstairs, like the attic of Dáil is infested with rats. You know, there's four-legged rats, and then there's two-legged rats. So the rats track rats pretty much. You couldn't make it up, but it was the truth. It was full of rats in the loft that lets the house. So the rats attract the rats. Yeah. No, I don't think I'll go to Australia. I'm fine here. Two-legged, yeah, the politicians. They're the rats, along with the four-legged ones. So the rats attract the rats. In Turkey, you mean, yeah? Yeah, but there would be another place where there'd be loads of spiders, deadly spiders and stuff. But no, there is big rats here. If you were on the job with me, you would see big rats. Like this big rats just in Ireland too. I don't know how they get the size to do, but they do. Wow. Yeah, well, Turkey, they probably just, they would just leave out dogs. Like the dogs just wouldn't try. Yeah, mosquitoes. Like they're bad in Finland during the summertime, with all the lakes and stuff, like in the lake area of Finland. Not during the winter because they're all dead. Um, but anyway, we go at 9 o'clock. We have another 10 minutes or so, maybe 12 minutes, and then we leave it there for tonight because we went on for a long time tonight. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think it's better off here for the moment, but I don't foresee myself ever going to Australia. Whatever, but any other country, not Australia. Oh well, as if I see him, yeah. Yeah, like that stuff, and kangaroos and koalas and all that. And then the heat too. So that's why I'm going to stay here. If you don't like it, tough. The fortnight tonight. What? We're not going to any fortnight, no. Um, no, there'll be no games tonight. There might be game tomorrow night. We might play not fortnight, but some other game. Bears in the garden, yeah. In Finland, that's just a normal thing. In rural Finland, you know. There's cougars. No, I'm just laughing at them. No, I used to be not good before. I played Fortnite a few times, but used to be useless at it. Oh yeah, the Irish pod is maybe he was here earlier on. He hardly came back in, did he? Did he come back in? Does anybody know? Did the Irish pod come back in, or was he here, or where was he? Like, does he happen to be here maybe at the moment? If he is, because he still has questions. Like, no, I don't have questions for him, but he has questions for me. You know, that doesn't make any sense. Because that's some of the night. And the other reason why, if he was here today, I would have started answering the rest of his questions. Yeah, I'm sorry, no. Because see, I was too busy yapping in the few stages. He probably was maybe in, but that's okay. As long as you didn't see him, because I would have felt bad if he came in and then left because I didn't see his comment. But just remember the list of stuff I have to answer. But if he ever does come in and answer the rest, I'm like I answered the other few the other night, which I can't do when he's not here. I turn this off. I just turned it off. So we'll soon end in a few minutes. Yeah, so the doll is back Wednesday. We'll be live Wednesday, and there's obviously going to be workshops. And it's already going to be an almighty shouting match. We can all see that coming. What's Gordon doing? Who knows? You probably just didn't get the notification. Bicycle lanes. Meanwhile, just like the last thing I talked about just tonight. Ooh, everything died. This might just break everything. Ooh, everything's dead. Does he not know this because of people, like because of this fellow? Does News Talk not know because of this fellow there's so many people lying in bed tonight freezing to death because of him? And he's more worried about his fucking bicycle lanes. You can see why he got bicycle lanes. Dublin, the light, the white, the bike swing, wing. Dorian. There we are. So yeah, we'll be going in 6 minutes. So if there's anything else anybody have to ask or any questions or anything anybody want to ask. On a bike, yeah. Well, he's only doing it for the media. Like as soon as he goes around the corner, he has a big car waiting for him to bring him home. Like as soon as he goes around the corner, anytime you see him on his bike, he's just literally around there. Anyway. Oh, so no, but just to ask about something. I think Ben said. I don't know if Ben's still here. Um. So who's what? I don't know if Ben's still here. But it's something that Ben said. Did anybody take on any New Year's resolutions this year? Or did anybody take on? Did anybody give up anything for New Year's? I know you've probably said this to me before, but just interested to hear again. Time is up. Yeah, it's nearly up. Not about 6 minutes, and it'll be up. No, sugar, I don't. Moderating. Who's moderating what? I give up in general and everything. Like, you just give up doing anything. Oh, you give up moderating the channel. Oh, that's what you're talking about. You give up showering, Tony, did you? That is coming, yeah. It'll soon be coming. Not a while yet. Not. It's close enough, but it's not too long. Yeah, like I used to give up chocolate and stuff like that, but I don't eat that much chocolate anyway. I don't really eat much sweet stuff or do things. I have my buttons. The only thing I eat is kind of buttons nowadays. Like I don't really do I don't drink or don't smoke. At least if I was doing them, you could give that up for Lent and stuff like over New Year's and stuff like that. When you don't do anything like that, there's not really much you can do. We don't play much video games and stuff like that. There's not really much to give up. To be straight, straight as an hour. I was going to make a New Year's resolution for next year, but I don't think it's millions to one. So I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm not going to, because this year's already nearly up, but I don't think next year's the one's going to work out. So we'll not make it in our hands. So it's that way. Solution. So, is there any questions before we go? Well, all of us, no, we're not. He would go nuts. No, I won't go nuts now. I would be gone nuts by now if I didn't have them. No, I did. If I didn't have Oh, the cat's ears. What for New Year's resolutions? Cut all the cat's ears off. No, I don't think so. Send as witnesses. No, we're not starting that now. We're not going there. We don't have to go there. The true Finns might find me. And that might not end well. Let me see. No, I don't have a high to talk. We're not that high tech. We're not that high tech. Hello, Gordon. Everybody was on the way. Whoa. Everybody thought you went to the moon. Poor Brian was wondering where you were. But as I say, unless they're going to remaster to put it to the PS5, as soon as they put it onto the PS5, you're golden, pretty much. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be done straight away. It's the fact that we're waiting for it. You know, we can't do it when we don't have it on the PS5. So that's the only reason why I haven't done it. Only for that we would be done. We would be playing GTA 4. We would be. So what they kind of just go through it again, like the story and stuff like that. So we can't do when we don't have, you know, if that makes any sense. Boom, 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 boom. We see. Hopefully they do. Or even just remastered. Because again, they make money from it, regardless. Well, the lady, I will pick Roman. My cousin, we can go bowling. Bowling's better than with the ladies. Bowling's better than the ladies. So yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Unless there's something else. There's no standard mods. There's no such thing. There's no mods at all in any game apart from House of Iron 4 for Santa. That's really it. Unfortunately. So that's it. But there's new games tomorrow night. We're playing a game tomorrow night. I don't know what time. Of course he knows. But yeah, apart from that, unless there's some small indie game somewhere else, that's about it. There's nothing really else. Like we're all in it. Like it's a mod. It's not in the game. It's a mod for the game, but it's not in the game. So child, I like that's what I'm saying. That's the new one I'm aware of. And plus, yeah, no, we're not going there actually. For tonight. There we go. That's it for tonight. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your bike holiday. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll play a bit of that game. It's not going to be long. It'll be only about an hour or so. The game is only about maybe 5 hours, give or take. So we play a few bits every once in a while. So it'll be about 5 to 6 hours of a game, I say, if we take it slow enough. We won't run through the game. But yes, that's the plan tomorrow night. Hopefully, if it goes well, hopefully. So yeah, lads and lassies, thank you. I appreciate it as always. And I talk to you again. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. And I chat to you again. We'll probably have videos up. I have videos that need to be recorded, and I need to get them up at some point. And not do it tonight. But there's videos there's some 1 or 2 videos that I will record that should be up. But I haven't put them up. But I will put them up soon. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night and goodbye.